It is time for another episode of
Dead to
Us. We are back, coming to you live from the Content Factory. It's been a busy day. Shire finally has a day off. She works her ass off all the damn time. How was your day off? You enjoy your day off?
Yeah, it was good. I slept in until 1.
You never sleep that late.
I know. I never really sleep in. I could not open my eyes this morning.
Yeah, you're usually up early.
Mm-hmm.
We stayed in bed till like 1 in the new pillows and blankets you bought us.
Mm-hmm.
Very comfy. It was a good morning. Good morning. Shout out to all the listeners. Thank you guys for listening. We got a new Patreon. I don't know who it is. His name is just Brother Bill. And I don't know if that's just a coincidence or if he changed his profile to that. But he's a Patreon to 3 other Patreons too. And he joined us. So Brother Bill, I'm sending you a private message if you want to, if that's really you, if you are Brother Bill, we're happy to have you. If you are the real brother, what if it's the real Brother Bill?
I think it could be the real Brother Bill.
There's no way it could be.
Why?
Because that Brother Bill, well, you don't listen to the episodes, but you would know that Brother Bill, he struggles with technology and his money's in the coins he cleans every day. And shout out to Brother Bill. We're going to call him tomorrow. I have about 15 text messages from him about the devil and demons. And
jeez.
yeah, he's an interesting dude, babe. He would probably give you anxiety. And speaking of anxiety, I had a little anxiety today.
Why?
First time ring shopping in my entire life.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a big deal.
It's a very big deal.
You, for the record, told
Yes.
me that we needed to go ring shopping.
Well, you, for the record, send me rings and wedding dresses and wedding venues all the time. And everybody in my life says, Brandt, when are you going to propose? Are you going to propose? Your girlfriend's the best. Your girlfriend's amazing. Your girlfriend's so cute. She's so funny. She's so great. Are you going to propose? Don't fuck this up. Don't ruin it. You've ruined your whole life. Every relationship you ever had, you fucked up. Please marry her. Don't mess this up. Are you going to propose? So, I mean, I have to eventually, right?
Well,
Or you'll leave me.
well, I mean, that's extreme.
Am I on a timeline? This is a great question.
Are you on a timeline?
Like, if I don't propose by the end of this year, will you be upset?
I don't think I'll be thrilled.
What? Okay. That's good. So I'd have until the end of this year. But if we go to New Year's, you would be like this.
Here's the thing.
Okay.
I think that it doesn't really matter, like, the length of the relationship before you propose or you don't propose. But since our, like, second date, we've been talking about marriage. So if you look at it from that perspective, then by the end of this year, that'll be 2 years that we've been dating. That's kind of a long time when you've been talking about your wedding since the second date.
Yes. I agree.
And
I'm old.
And you would have had a family yesterday if you could. So I feel like if you're looking at it from that perspective too,
Yeah.
then yeah.
Yeah. If I was rich, I would have already proposed. I just have to buy a ring, which I'm scared to death of.
Which you learned a lot about today.
I learned a lot about ring shopping. There's a spider climbing up the wall in the Content Factory. Is that the same one that was just on the other side of the room?
I don't know.
Do we kill it right now?
No, you never kill a spider. It's bad luck.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm glad you told me that in the middle of engagement talk. It'd have been bad if you'd have been like, this is a ring. This is how you propose. And I'd have just whacked this shit on the wall. What do you do with it?
Well, you're supposed to, like, catch it and release it outside. But it also, I mean, that's just like a little brown house spider that'll eat other weird bugs. We're in the basement. You can't expect to not have spiders.
I don't want them just... So if you weren't here, I would have killed him for sure.
Well,
Is that bad luck? What if I pick up a penny, kill a spider, it all just evens out?
probably.
Who told you it's bad luck? I've never heard that in my whole life. Or is that what you're Googling?
Yeah.
While she Googles it, one more shout out to Brother Bill
it's a
and the
thing.
Patreons. You Patreons are the best. Another thing, thank you guys for adding Brandt Tobler Comedy on YouTube. We're over 700 subscribers, and you added 31 podcasts. My man Tone Gordon is working so hard on these videos, so don't let it go to waste. Watch them, share them. Let's get these fans up. And big shout out to my man Tone Gordon, who lost his family dog this week. Just crushing. He posted a picture. It was adorable. So, as always, Tone, thank you for everything you do. And I'm sorry about your dog. It's my best friend lost his dog. My cousin Trent lost his dog. I think I've had 4 or 5 friends that have lost their dogs. And I'll tell you what, that's bad luck. It's sad luck, and it sucks. Do you have an answer for us on the spider before I kill this spider?
I typed in, is it bad luck to kill a spider? And the first response was, it's really bad luck for the spider.
The internet is undefeated. Yes. Oh, wrong button. As always. Okay. So who told you that? Is this just like an old wives' tale?
Yeah, it's like a thing.
Let's create something right now for us and our listeners.
Okay.
What should we say is bad luck?
If you're holding your breath when you walk through a door threshold, the next person you meet will die of asphyxiation.
Too long and unrealistic.
All
Can
right.
you shorten it to something that we can get trending?
Go.
Something like killing a spider is bad luck. Like, let's say, what is something...
Well, I never, ever put my purse on the floor because you'll lose all your money.
Yeah. Who taught you that?
I don't know. It's just a thing. The other one is don't ever put like a fork or a knife just like in something. Like say you have a slice of cake. Don't ever just like stab a fork into it and give it to somebody because then you're like willing death on them.
Really?
Yeah.
See, these are all so stupid, but let's make one.
Well, you can't make it. It's just life.
Someone created it.
No.
Yes.
No, it's like it happened.
Okay, what's the last thing bad that happened to you?
The last thing, probably my...
That was me. Sorry. Sounded like Teddy, though. I don't know what's going on in my throat.
Oh, I don't know.
Just think of a bad day you had.
My shears were stolen at
Okay,
work.
that's a good one. You're the salon story early, but they weren't stolen. They were stolen by
They were
a
borrowed.
coworker without permission. Okay, but what did you do? So that was, what day was that this week?
Wednesday.
Okay, Wednesday morning, what did you do? Is there anything out of the ordinary?
I went to work.
I know, but
If you go to work, your life is ruined.
work with me on this. Did you do anything that day? Did you, let's say something like
If you miss the bus a lot going to school, you'll probably wreck the bus a lot.
Don't do my jokes when we're trying to come up with something here. Like, what did you do that morning? Like coffee or something? Like if you should take your first drink of coffee from the bottom of the mug or something. This is
How would you do that?
Well, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Your first drink of coffee should always be with your left hand. Like something like that we can get to stick here.
Yeah.
Jesus. You know what button I'm not going to have to use today? This one for
Shire's on
fire.
It's not even going to play through. Can you put a little effort into this?
I think I need to think about it for a while and I'll get back to you.
Okay. All right. We're going to give everyone a homework assignment. If you want to come up with something, and Shire's going to come up with something for next week. If something bad happens to you this week, think back to what you did right before that, and let's try to start something that us and the thousands of listeners we have will make it a thing. Mm-hmm. This fucking spider's driving me crazy. It's right next to the soundboard, and it keeps trying to climb up the wall, and it's falling down, and everything in my instincts wants me to kill it. But you don't want me to, right?
Don't do it.
Okay. So yeah, so I propose. I should propose by the end of the year. That's what we're going towards, right? I got to get a ring. I want to get a ring that you want. I know you want me to be more involved in the ring process, which I'm trying to be. But
Well,
it's your ring. You got to
it's-
wear it the rest of your life.
Yeah, but it's your purchase.
No, but it's I'm buying it just for you. It has nothing to do with me.
I mean,
It's for
kind
you.
of has a lot to
Well,
do with you.
I mean, but you're going to wear it forever. Like I told you, what's my budget for my ring?
No more than 20,000.
$20. I just want the most basic ass ring. Like if you spend more than $20, I'll be upset.
Well,
So
you
don't.
won't know. We'll put it in a Goodwill box.
Oh, good flip it on me there. But I mean, it's just like the most basic ring. I'll probably lose it at some point too. So just buy one that we can get, like, just buy a pack of 3 from Costco.
I don't know that they do them like that. Maybe I'll buy some fake ones from China.
Yeah, I don't care. What I'm saying
I'll buy
is,
you some fake Cartier rings.
no, that's what I'm saying. Don't buy me anything expensive.
I said fake.
But even that's more than, well, how much is a fake Cartier ring?
I don't know, probably like $35.
That's over budget. What did we just talk about? This marriage is not going to work if you don't listen, babe. And we need a wedding venue. So if anybody, what are your requirements?
I want to do something, I think, outdoors with like a gardeny feel and a lot of like overhanging trees.
Okay.
But like simple but very elegant.
Okay. Close to here, right?
Yeah. I mean, I don't really care where.
I mean, all the Patreons are invited, but most of our family and friends are around here, so you guys are going to have to fly in here.
Yeah.
And so you guys there's 35 of you that are invited for sure. The first 35 invitations. Another reason, guys, how come you haven't joined the Patreon?
How come you haven't?
I mean, what are you doing? We're putting out 16, 17 episodes a month. That's like less than 50 cents an episode. You go to the movies, it costs $20 and it's shit. You don't get to go to Tom Cruise's wedding. Get on board. That's all I'm saying. But if you don't want to, don't either. We love you guys anyway.
All right.
Anything else?
Yeah, you said that you have something new for me.
Oh, I have a new segment for you, but we'll ease into that.
Okay.
Let's start with the age-old segment everybody loves. Shire. Learn sports. Are you ready, babe?
I'm ready.
Today on Shire Learn Sports, I feel like you know a lot about sports.
Mm-hmm.
You have learned a lot. The other day you said something. I was shocked that you knew what you were talking about.
What did I say?
I don't know. I should have wrote it down. But I was like, oh, you said something like about LeBron or like last second possession or some. I don't know. You definitely heard it somewhere else and you said it to me. Oh, no, you were out with Chancellor and somehow you knew like the Duke game or something.
Oh,
You're like,
no.
The final possession of the Duke game was crazy. I was like, what?
No, I did not. I 100%.
Shire's on fire.
But I did send you a picture of Gary Harris on a billboard.
On a billboard, that is true. But no, you did say something about a sports the other day. I should have wrote it down, but she's learning. She's come a long way.
Learning.
Today we're going to do more of a fun quiz.
All right.
We're going to...
They're all fun.
I'm going to go through the 10 strangest, or some strange team names. And I'm going to try to... I don't know what we're going to do with them, but I'm going to let you pick which 3 teams you'd want to be on. First team, coming from Utah. What do you know about Utah sports? Anything? Team
The
name?
Utah Jazz.
There you go. Do you know anybody from the Jazz?
No.
Okay. Your first team name for your consideration. We're on a recruiting trip and we're here to recruit Shire Spence. We are from the Jordan, Utah Beat Diggers.
What?
That's a team name.
Okay.
The nickname inspires fear. If you're a beat, that's their slogan. Next up, Conway Arcus Wampus Cats.
Okay.
Camus Papermakers.
What am I supposed to be doing with this
I don't
information?
know. I thought this would be fun, but I was just telling you crazy team names. But
if you were one of these team names, which one would you be?
And there's like 40 of them now. There's more than I thought. We'll go through them quick. Beat Diggers.
Okay.
Wampus Cats. Papermakers. Dunder Mifflin. There's two high schools called the Papermakers. There's a school in Badger, Wisconsin that goes by the Badgers. The Badgers. In New York, we got the Goldbacks. In North Dakota, we got the Spoilers. In Rhode Island, we got the Kilties. 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 In Vermont, we got the Bob Whites, Georgia Syrup Makers, the Caseys, Red Bank Catholic Caseys, Chaparrals, Poets. I'm over it. It sucked. Sorry, this one I bombed. Sorry, that's on me. I thought we could get some content out of that. All right, sports is done. Any sports stuff?
That's it.
Oh no, Oh, go ahead. You ask me a sports question, and I'll see if I can get it for you.
I don't know.
Have you ever cut a athlete's hair?
No, but I cut a girlfriend of the Vikings hair the other day.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember what player it was?
He's a rookie.
When she was sitting in your chair, did you say, new man on the Minnesota Vikings?
No, I did not.
No?
I
You
did
love
not
Lizzo.
sing
That was your
Lizzo to her.
chance.
No Lizzo. Yeah, no, I think that's it.
If you could cut one athlete's hair, who would you pick?
You know?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking you.
I don't know either. You know whose hair I would color is that one stupid basketball player that has the giant yellow spot in the middle of his hair.
In his hair?
Yeah.
You don't think that's colored on purpose? I think that is colored.
Yeah, and I think it's ugly.
Oh, you don't like it?
No.
Oh, I think it looks cool. All right. Is it time for me to go blonde again?
Sure.
I'm worried.
Why?
Because, I don't know.
Because you don't want people to call you Slim Shady?
No, I like that, but I'm probably too old to be. I'm 42. Should I be dyeing my hair blonde? The gray's coming in strong, though.
The gray is really coming in strong.
Out of nowhere.
Well.
2020. It's been there. When I let my hair grow out, you see more gray. I guess that's how hair works.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And moving on to the next question, the next segment. Are you ready for my segment?
Yes.
Here we go. Time for a new segment. Unveiling of a new segment. Well, how does the crowd feel about this?
Sounds like they sound good.
Here is a new segment called Are You All Right?
Oh.
Me and Shara like to say that. It's an old thing that started, I think, in Vegas, but instead of just saying to our friends, Are you all right? It just turned into Are you all right? Which then the more you crank it up to Are you all right? So Shire.
We just sound like chickens after a while.
Shire every week does something that just makes me say, Are you all right? And we're going to bring it to the podcast. We have a couple examples this week. And first question, to all you listeners know how much we love our Patreons and friends and family. And I invite people to our house. And people like Robin, Odomius, who else? A lot of people have sent us cool stuff because I give them their address. Mm-hmm. And you always yell at me, don't give out my address. Don't give out our address. I'm going to get killed. Mm-hmm. And actually this week, there is a little worry that we are going to get killed. You can explain that. Actually, security level at our house went from 0 to 1.
Threat level midnight.
Threat level 1.
So, yeah, I did a boudoir photo shoot probably about a year and a half ago.
And it is hot. Let me tell you this. Shire's on fire.
Well,
no, you
thanks.
can't see the pictures.
So, anyway, the photographer had some of them posted on her like secret boudoir photography page that she has to like accept people onto. Like she has to like accept her followers. Well, someone apparently was accepted into the group and then became like obsessed with my pictures and was harassing the photographer about me and for my photos, and she was like trying to get him to stop, and then he just flat out started asking if he could buy my photos from her. And then she contacted me.
That's ring money right there. I got him. He could buy them from me.
You do have them. Yeah. So, and then she contacted me and said, any pictures that I'm tagged in of yours, untag me because I don't want this guy to be able to find you.
And then we try to find him on the internet.
And yeah, he gave a fake name.
Yeah.
He gave her a fake name, or his account was under a fake name. Yeah.
So a little scare, I guess. I mean, I think we're safe.
Yeah.
We have a dog that'll protect us.
Yeah.
But do you think on her, did she put up your full nude ones or no?
No.
Oh.
No, she only put up, I think she only put up like 5 or 6 of them.
They were good. I think she did a good job. Mm-hmm. Can you explain a boudoir shoot to our listeners? However the fuck you say it.
I mean, I think most people know what it is, but it's just basically a photo shoot in like lingerie and or nothing.
But didn't she charge you a shit ton of money though?
So much money.
She robbed you, right?
I mean, that's just her prices, but I have.
Which was what?
Which was.
Because I see my friends offering them for like $300.
Yeah.
And we're in a different world now. Every girl that buys a camera owns a photography company now. It's
right.
It's ridiculous.
Right. So, yeah, the shoot that I did with her, I think normally is $300, and she offers hair and makeup. Obviously, I didn't need hair and makeup because I can provide that for myself.
Mm-hmm.
So I think, and she was a client of mine. So I think she only charged me like $180.
Oh, that's not bad.
For the shoot. But then for the pictures, I think I got 20 digital images of the pictures or something. And that was like $1,800.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Why did she do that to you?
I don't know.
Why did you do it?
Well, because I didn't know. So I didn't know how much. When she told me about it, she was like, yeah, it's just $180 for the photo shoot, whatever, blah, blah. She didn't explain that you also had to pay for your images.
You didn't have to, did you?
Well, I never would have gotten them. So what's the point in doing the whole thing if you don't get any other pictures from it? So, yeah. And then she does like packages. So I actually don't love all 20 photos, but...
You have them all?
But I have them all. But because I wanted like, say I wanted like 17 of them. It was like, oh, well, you have to buy 2 packages of 10 then. Or you can buy 1 package of 10 and 1 package of 5. And then I was missing the 2 other ones that I wanted. And so they kind of get you that way.
Well, sounds like a racket, but they are beautiful pictures.
Yeah.
You sent them to me. I enjoyed them.
She did a good job. But yeah. So I have a creepy stalker situation.
We have a weird stalker, which no one wants, but there's a way to avoid having stalkers, but Shire doesn't really understand that. So in the second round of Shire, are you all right? Can you explain your ride home in an Uber the other day?
Well, I don't think that there's anything wrong with this, but I had this Rastafarian man driving me home yesterday from work, and he was talking to me about food, and obviously everybody knows I love to cook and I love food, so I started talking to him about what he likes to make, and we're going back and forth. And then he said that he's on a diet and so he can't eat chicken skin. And then I said that chicken skin is the best part of the chicken, and that's why I love chicken wings, and that I want to do a chicken wing eating contest. And then he said, girl, I'm gonna come leave you some chicken skin on your doorstep. Which is also pretty creepy.
So we're hoping that the Uber driver and your stalker end up meeting on our front porch and fight it out, and we'll film it on our Ring Cam and post it.
Yeah.
I got to recharge the Ring Cam now that you have chicken deliveries. I mean, because the Uber driver definitely knows where you live.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if he knows exactly where, because they just drop you off on the street and then I had to walk over to the house.
Yeah, but if he was into you, he'd watch where you walked, I'm sure.
Well, hopefully not.
So.
But yeah.
Yeah. So Shire.
And then the third thing that I told you about this morning.
Yeah, I'm getting into that.
Okay.
Trust me.
Okay.
Level 3 of Shire. Are you all right? We're laying in bed. She wakes up out of nowhere. Or not out of where. She wakes up. I'm looking at something on the internet, and I read that Steven Spielberg's... Oh, I play a video. And I think she's asleep, and it just is a girl saying, yeah, I'm looking to get into the adult entertainment.
No. She said, yeah, I think I'm more interested in erotica.
Yeah.
And then that's when I opened my eyes and was like, what are you doing?
Shire wakes up and says, what are you doing? I go, I'm watching a video. If you guys don't know, Steven Spielberg's daughter is getting into porn. So it's like a big thing on the internet.
Is she cute?
No.
Really?
It's his adopted daughter. She's all right, but
yeah,
she's
but
like
they have money.
Yeah, but she who gives up a good-looking kid for adoption? That's me, and I'm just joking.
Steven Spielberg's daughter is the first thing that pops up when you...
And I'm actually joking because I know a lot of friends that have very cute adopted kids. Shout out to Peds, Etchapairs, Martins. I could name all of them. But this, she's not that attractive.
She's cute.
I mean, she's all right, but
All right.
But I don't know what you would think she does. Well, because she's adopted, she's like light skinned black with like a little afro.
Mm-hmm.
So she doesn't look like Steven Spielberg. But so I guess she's getting into porn, which is what you said means daddy pay attention to me.
Mm-hmm.
Which, I mean, part of me is like, Steven Spielberg, what are you doing? If you made all that money.
Well, maybe he'll be the director of her erotica films. Who knows?
I'm just supporting my child.
Yeah, it's Hollywood. It's 2020.
Yeah, that's true. It is a different world. So anyway, that happens. Then out of nowhere, Shire says, go ahead.
What did I say?
You said something. She go, oh, I almost actually got into some porn. Oh, because I was doing shows last night. And she goes, oh, that's weird to bring up because I almost got into some porn last night. And I was like, what? What are you talking about? I think I did say, are you all right? And then she's, go ahead. I don't even, to be honest, I was so annoyed by the start of this conversation.
You were so annoyed.
Well, because I'll just tap into what we're doing. Shire is the best at what she does. And we're hopefully one day transitioning to her getting her own salon. And she's scared to go for it, even though I think she would crush it. So sometimes she comes up with all these other fucking stupid ideas to make money when I'm like, babe, you can make all the money because you're so good. Just be good at what you are and go crush it. So sometimes I get frustrated when instead of working towards goals that we have that are achievable, God knows what she was doing. Well, let her tell, because now I'm still curious what it was.
This is an achievable goal. I have cute feet.
So do I.
So I was looking into selling pictures of my feet on the internet to foot fetish people. But what I didn't realize is that pretty much every foot fetish website is like porn with feet.
Really?
Yeah. So it's like, I don't know, using a dildo with your feet, or like
what do you mean, just jerking off a dildo? What?
Or like sucking on your own toes, or it's like all videos. It's not just like innocent little pictures of feet, or if it is pictures of feet, there's also like boobs and vagina and every other thing in the picture too. So I was like, oh well, I guess that kills that dream.
What is wrong with you, first of all? But what? Okay. What do they pay for them?
I don't know, but I was like, if somebody wanted to pay me like $20 for a picture of my feet, I for sure would sell my body.
Well, you know what? We'll give a shout out to Sam Simon, or Sam. I don't know.
Yeah,
how you say her last
she's one
name.
of the people that.
But Sam,
inspired me.
A very funny comic here in. Well, I think she's actually in Fort Collins, but she started doing these thirst traps, and she would, I don't know how it became about Fred Durst, but she would sell her naked pictures, but instead of having her face in them, she would Photoshop Fred Durst's face in it. Mm-hmm. And she started making some good money doing it. She said some dude, she was doing them, it's Sam Sisson, Samsisson. She's a very funny comic. And so she started doing these thirst traps, Durst traps is what she called them. And she told me some dude sent her $100 for a video. Mm-hmm. So she's doing Durst traps, $40 video content, $20 nude, $15 feet with Fred Durst toenails, $10 my face, his body. The opposite. Oh, so you were just on Facebook fucking around, and you saw this exact post, didn't you? Mm-hmm. And started thinking, well, I can make some money like that. I got cute feet.
Yeah. Yeah, but then I took off one of my shoes at work the other day, and there were like 3 people in the back room, and they were all like, oh my God, you have really cute feet. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to sell these feet.
We do. Our kids will have. My feet are like the hottest man feet ever.
Yeah, you've got good feet too.
And I've said this before, and people are like, no way. And I don't hesitate to pull my feet out right then. And then they're always like, man, you do. And I know my feet are hot because I've said this on here before, but the times I've got manicure or pedicures, and then I'd get drunk when I was on the road, and then I'd be laying in bed all drunk, and I'd look down and I'd see like red toenailed feet, and I'd be like, those are fucking hot. Or in the shower. I'm like, oh, those are mine. They're not very manly. There's no hair on them. They're like smooth. But so yeah, that's how we woke up today. It was Shire telling me last night when I was eating. Well, I didn't eat shit, but I was dealing with microphone problems in the Parker theaters. She was at home Googling.
Trying to sell my feet on the internet.
So if you Patreons,
If anybody wants to buy some feet.
The sad thing is you could start a Patreon tomorrow and you would get more, you'd have more subscribers in like 2 weeks than we have. And we were putting out podcasts every other day and trying so hard. Sex sells. That's why I think my book will work if we ever get around to selling it.
Well.
But I don't want to hurt your feelings. All right. Well, that is our first segment of "Are you all right?" And now that it has become a segment about daily, Shire does something that makes me say that. So we have that to look forward to next week. She will be a fountain of very funny material. So
hey, you know what we didn't talk about? Are you all right?
What?
Like style last week was when you spit on yourself.
Okay, well, you can take over the segment. Go ahead.
So we're walking down
you got
the
to
street.
start it right. You have to say, "Are you all right?"
Are you all right? So we're walking down the street.
Barely walking. My right leg doesn't work.
We're
left
limping down the street. And Brandt decides he's going to hawk a loogie. And he leans over to spit it out. And he spits just directly onto one of his beautiful feet.
What happens? I was trying to go, and then it just popped out. And it landed right on my barefoot flip-flop. And then Shire just starts going, "Are you all right?" And there's nothing around to clean it off. I try to rub it through the grass, and that just gets it more on my foot.
Mm-hmm.
Then we eventually get to a fountain outside a mall. And
it was in front of a bank.
And I put my foot in this fountain. And I've done a lot of embarrassing shit in front of Shire. She did not, including fart in front of an Asian elevator. Remember that? It came out louder than I thought. But Shire got so mad at me for washing my foot in this fountain outside a bank in Hawaii.
Well, because it was like a real fountain. It wasn't just like a waterfall with rocks. Anyway, you did. You had to wash your foot off in a bank.
Yeah. It was not my finest hour. It was gross. So that was a good, "Are you all right?"
It was a good one. And then I decided that I was going to show off my rock skipping ability.
Oh my gosh. I wish we had video of this. So we're on that, when we're on that stupid tour, well, I forget, one of our listeners said, "You guys took the tour?" I was like, "Yeah." So we're skipping rocks. We're behind we're eating shrimp, and the shrimp farm, it's just this lake, little mini lake full of fish. And I'm trying to skip rocks.
And you're just sinking every one of them.
And they wouldn't skip for some reason. I don't know.
Because they weren't flat. So I picked up a flat rock.
So Shire's standing right next to me. And I go, "Can you skip a rock?" She's like, "Oh, yeah, watch this." She goes to throw the rock. For some reason, when she gets to the top point, she doesn't let go. Her arm goes all the way down. Somehow, it lands behind us. It skipped on the ground behind us. She went full follow through, if that makes sense, to the point where then when she let it go, it went behind us. Didn't even hit the water.
No, it swooped right around the water and went straight into the bushes behind.
And I really gave her "Are you all right?"
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
That was the highlight of, I don't know what was the first, because you always laugh when I would do it. I do it to Greg a lot. "Are you all right?"
I think you started it with Greg.
Yeah. So hopefully you guys can mix that into your everyday life when your spouse or friends, or just hit them. And then it starts with "Are you all right?" But then just crank it up to "Are you all right?" into one sound. That's what we do all day. So that is Shire and Brandt's new segment called "Are you all right?" Moving on to our next segment. What's next on your list?
Oh, shoot. What are we watching?
What are we watching? And we are watching a lot. Well, since last time we talked to you, we had the finale of 90 Day Fiancé. Right? Did we talk about that on last episode?
No.
The big finale, 90 Day Fiancé, was, I got to be honest, a letdown. Most tell-all endings are full of drama and excitement, and it really wasn't.
Yeah.
If you watch the show, I think you'd agree with us. I mean, we don't really have anything to say because all the couples are still together. I think maybe one of them should stay together, but they're all going to end up divorced, but they're getting that TV money, so.
Yeah.
So, but what we're going to watch as soon as we're done recording is the new one
before
the 90 days. And this is when
this is when they've met and they're dating, but their 90 days, their visa hasn't started yet.
But no, I don't think some of them met. They've seen each other on the internet.
Well, yeah, right.
But they haven't seen each other.
They haven't met in person, but they've connected.
Mm-hmm.
So they know each other. They're talking. They haven't maybe necessarily seen each other yet, or some of them have, and they're going to see each other for the second time. And they are waiting for the 90-day visa.
Yeah. So but this one's good because most of the time they haven't seen each other, and most of the time it's an American going to a foreign country. Right. And you have the big unveil when people look much better than they do. And this one's got two that we're really looking forward to, like a old white lady who's probably 55, 60 is going to Africa to marry.
Also Nigeria.
Well, I guess that's Africa, to marry
a pop star.
A rapper pop star who's like 30 years old. And then there's another guy that looks like the fattest Danny DeVito that's going to like Brazil.
He has like no chin.
I mean, just the fattest neck. His shoulders and head are all just one big fat thing. And he's going to meet like a cute girl in Thailand or somewhere. So it's going to be good, but we fell. Well, who gave us a recommendation?
Amanda.
Shout out to Amanda for wasting more of our time, making us fall in love with stupid shows.
So she recommended the show Love is Blind on Netflix.
Yes, which is crazy.
It is something.
So here's how the show works. Like 10 girls, 10 guys come in and they don't
It's basically like speed dating.
Yeah, but you don't get to see each other.
Right. So the guys are all in their own separate rooms, and there's like this connecting wall to a girl's room, and they just talk through the wall, essentially.
Yeah. So you're in a little pod, and then you go in your pod and go on dates with other girls in the pod, and then you just talk through the wall. You can't see each other. You don't know race, color. Gender, I guess you know, but you don't know anything. And these fucking people drove Shire crazy. They'd go in there, and after like 2 times talking to each other through a wall, they'd be like, I love you too. And then they would propose. You propose. The premise of the show, you propose behind this wall. And then you're engaged to somebody before you even see them.
Right. Before you see them, you meet them in person. They don't know hardly anything about each other.
Well, the main thing, they don't know what each other looks like. So these idiots are really getting down on a knee, proposing to a wall.
And the girls are like crying and saying it's the best day of their life, which I'm like, you are stupid.
It is a complete train wreck.
And like the guys are dressed up in suits and the girls are dressed up in gowns, but it doesn't matter because neither one of them can see each other.
Yeah. So it's, I don't know. We've binged it. We started watching it because we fell in love with it. And
so like 5 or 6 couples end up getting engaged after 1 week.
Yeah. 1 week
talking to each other, and then they go to an island. I think they go to Mexico, maybe.
Yeah, they went to Mexico,
where they have another week together. So they see each other for the first time, and then they go to this island together. And one of the girls is not attracted to her fiance, but he's a good-looking guy.
Yeah, he's small though. He's like 5'4".
But she's small too. Like they're like the same.
Yeah.
Height, but she's 10 years older than him, and she really can't get over it.
She can't stop talking about that. I'm 34, he's 24. But in all honesty, he's more mature than she is.
Yeah. She's pretty terrible. So anyway, they go to this island. 2 of them, I think, end up breaking up. The other 4 stay together. Then when they go back to real life, which I think all of them live in Atlanta, they have 30 days from the time that they like go back to normal life until when they have to get married. And in that 30 days, they have to like plan a wedding and meet each other's families and do all this stuff. And then they're married. And I just think it's such a bad idea.
Yeah, it'll never. Well, maybe a couple might work, but it's interesting. There's a couple twists. One dude doesn't tell his girl that he's used to also fuck dudes, and all hell breaks loose.
She's not happy about that.
Yeah, which I think if you're bisexual, you should probably tell that to someone before you propose to them.
Right. And then another girl is like talking about how she has like $700 of debt just in like Sephora.
Yeah, yeah.
But then she also like drops the bomb that she's homeless.
Which is bullshit because she's really hot and she has fake tits.
Yeah.
There's no fake tit hot chick.
Well,
actually,
homeless girls also aren't racking up $700 in debt at Sephora.
Yeah, it's all bullshit. That part was kind of when they lost me. I was like, she's like, I sleep in my car. I was like, you might have slept in your car for 10 minutes one time. You are not sleeping in your car. You're a super hot chick that is not.
Maybe she like goes
here.
Camping sometimes.
Yeah,
and she
I don't
thinks
know.
she's homeless.
But I don't know. We recommend it. It's a train wreck. If you like it, it's a good.
It'll suck you in, and you won't be able to stop watching it until you get to a point where you're like, "This is the worst," and you turn it off, and then you'll never turn it back on again.
Yeah, that's kind of where we're at. So we watched that. Our other big show we watched, 60 Days In, is coming to an end. The only good thing that really happened this week, there's a good prison fight, and this dude named Versace just shanked the shit out of this dude, try to kill him right in there. But it's been kind of uneventful, and so we're done with that. But we're excited. I'm excited because Better Call Saul starts tonight, which unfortunately Shire won't be a part of because she didn't watch Breaking Bad. But if you have watched Breaking Bad and you slept on Better Call Saul, to me it's the best show on TV. So I'm really excited to watch that by myself tomorrow when you're out doing stuff. And what else we watched? We watched a little Lakers Celtics today. First half was good. Get your sports knowledge. Have we watched anything else?
I don't think so.
We've been busy.
But the other day, you came to the salon, and Chancellor was wearing a Versace shirt.
Oh, yeah.
And so after you left, Chancellor came in the back, and I said, Brandt says he likes your Versace shirt. And Chancellor said, he know his designers.
Which in all transparency and honesty, when I peeked around the corner, I go, is Chancellor wearing a Gucci shirt? And you're like, but I knew it was Versace because when we stole the Versace pillows from Mike Tyson's house, I had a beautiful I bet this pillow cost $2,000-$3,000. I wish I still had it. I could sell it for a ring, but it was a beautiful big Versace.
What'd you do with it?
I don't know. We stole a big silk Versace pillow and then like 3 like little pillows. And I gave a couple away, but I don't know if I think we let the dogs sleep on that Versace pillow and then the pit bulls eventually.
Oh my God.
We have no business having Versace. But you know what? I got a big announcements.
Oh.
A couple big announcements. I think I'd said it on the other one. Well, shout out to Jay Larson. I know there's a lot of feasters. I signed over a contract. Jay Larson's trying to sell my book rights out there in Hollywood for a TV or a movie contract, which would be great, which would buy you a ring. And another huge announcement, Wendy Curtis. Shout out to Wendy, the owner of Comedy Works. I'm doing a live 31 April 8th at the Downtown Comedy Works. So it's going to be our first live one. We're going to film it. I'm just super excited. It's the best club in the country, and I'm trying to get a big guest. So if any of you guys know anybody famous in Denver, obviously baseball season will just start that week. But I'm trying to get a Bronco maybe. Like Philip Lindsay, Von Miller would be my dream. My dream would be John Elway or Peyton.
Imagine if you got J-Lo.
Babe, if I got J-Lo, this podcast, we would have we wouldn't even need Patreons. It would be life-changing.
Well, you could.
I will.
She's married to a baseball guy.
Yeah, but
just tweet at her.
But that has nothing to do with anything that we're talking about. But you're right.
Yeah, you said it's baseball season. She might be in town.
Yeah, but her husband doesn't play anymore. He's an announcer. But I guess you're right. A-Rod could be in town.
See, I know sports.
I'm going to, because you said that, I'm going to send J-Lo a direct message, and I'll read it on air next week. But I'm hoping for that, or like Nathaniel Rateliff lives here, the Lumineers live here. I'm really trying to go big on this first guest. So if somehow you guys have a connection to somebody famous that lives in the Denver area or anywhere, that would be nice enough to fly in, because it's going to be a cool experience. Me and Tone are going to definitely get some good content. Like even Derek Wolf, for the Broncos. I know his wife a little bit, and He came to a show one time. So Philip Lindsay came on Valentine's Day, but we were in Hawaii. So that's exciting. I'm very excited about that. And the other big announcement is I'm doing shows in Cheyenne, Wyoming. So you Cheyenne listeners, March 27th, we are doing a show at Frontier Park, and it is going to be huge. So not to get back on promotion in the middle, but I'm very excited. The main thing for us podcasts, for all you podcast listeners, is we're going to do a live one. We're going to, you know what? What am I doing? If there was ever a time. So I just want to say,
do it live.
When we come to it.
Well, do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
That's it. We're going to fucking do it live. My first ever The 31 Live podcast. So I'm looking forward to that. But back to the show. So speaking of that, what were we talking about? Oh,
J-Lo.
So that's what we were watching. That's all we're watching. Better Call Saul. 60 Days is going to wrap up. Get on board if you're not before the 90 days. It's on A&E, right?
No, it's on TLC.
TLC.
I think it's on TLC.
And the other thing we always watch, because we are so white trash, is Live PD.
Yeah.
And it never fails. So get on board TLC. It started tonight. Before the 90 days. We'd love to talk to you guys about it. And that is enough of what we are watching. Hold on, I'm off on the buttons. And that is the shit we've been watching on our TV and theater in our bedroom. Okay, on to the next segment. Shire, what is next on your list of fun?
Oh, what is next on our list of fun?
Well, we just talked about Chancellor. Do you have a Chancellor quote of the week? Go ahead.
So I do have a Chancellor quote of the week, which is funny, and also I don't really understand it, but I think it's funny. Sometimes Chancellor says things, and I'm like, I don't know what that means.
Girl.
Yeah, but one of my coworkers and her boyfriend recently broke up, and she moved. And so one of our other coworkers sent a text to all of us saying, hey guys, if you all want to pitch in, we want to get this girl a gift card to like American Furniture Warehouse or something to just like lift her up a little bit, make her feel better about, moving and having to buy furniture and all this stuff. And so everybody's like, yeah, whatever. Okay, great. So everybody starts Venmoing, and he starts, not Chancellor, the other coworker, starts walking around like he's just so proud of himself. He could cry, and he's texting our boss, and he's texting someone else, and oh my gosh, you guys, we are just so nice. We are just
Which you guys
so
are.
good. Yeah, but like that's not why you do something like that.
That is true.
You do something like that because you genuinely want to like help and care, not because you want to like walk around talking about how great you are. So Chancellor's quote of the week is, Lord help us all, bitch, you ain't Yoda. I don't know what that means, but bitch, you ain't Yoda.
Guys, please try to work that into your conversation. Well, what do you do in the telemarketer called?
Oh,
I'm already doing this in my life.
He answered the phone, and it was like a telemarketer for healthcare, and he goes, girl, bye, and hangs up the phone.
I've done it 3 times today, whatever, because I get a lot of telemarketers when I'm trying to get health insurance. And then I just answer it, and I'll go hello, and then they'll say something, girl, bye. It's fun.
Yeah, well.
So thank you, Chancellor, for as always being Chancellor. We're going to get you on the podcast one day, and it might shut down the internet. Maybe Chancellor's my live guest.
Chancellor could be.
Would he do it?
Maybe.
Chancellor's, but is he going to clam up when it's time on the podcast?
Well, I don't know. He's a Leo, so he might really go for it.
Oh. Does that mean go for it?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I don't know. I had a tarot card reading, but I didn't follow through.
No, I thought you read her.
Oh, I was trying to read her, but if you don't know that, that was the best. That was one of my favorite prank calls we've done. But shout out to Craigslist Chaos. Where is our little girl? Let me just give her a little love real quick.
Craigs.
That's all. People are like, whose kid is that? That's just a random. I just Googled Craigslist song on YouTube.
The funny thing is that we've now incorporated that song into the rest of our life. And
Yeah.
so we just sing it all the time, but with different words.
Yeah. Pizza, pizza,
Wherever you are, you can have
pizza
pepperoni.
beast. Wherever you are, pizza. That's our neighbors must think we're the weirdest fucking people ever. We are weird.
Oh shit!
What else do you have for us? A salon story that'll get you fired.
Oh, shoot. A salon story. Well, kind of. So, okay. So one of my clients got engaged.
Thank you for waiting.
You're welcome. So she got engaged, and her sister-in-law lives in like Ireland or something,
Uh-huh.
I think. So anyway, her and her husband come up with a wedding date. What are you doing?
I'm listening.
Okay. Her and her husband come up with a wedding date. And the Irish sister, or the sister living in Ireland, sends an email saying, hey, I can't make that date work for my schedule. So can you change your wedding date? And apparently this sister like does whatever she wants, and everybody just does whatever this sister says. So her fiance says, oh, we have to change the wedding date because of my sister. And so my client's like thinking like, what the fuck? No, we don't. Your sister just doesn't get to come. But they don't do that. They change their wedding date just for this sister-in-law specifically. And everything's great. Everybody RSVPs. Cool. 2 weeks before the wedding, the sister-in-law reaches out and says, hey, I'm not going to be able to make it because my kids will have to miss a day of school, 1 day of school.
Jesus.
So the sister-in-law doesn't end up coming. They had to change their whole wedding date and everything for them. So my client reaches out to her sister-in-law and she's like, hey man, like that's not cool. We changed this just for you. And then
Wait, it's her
her husband's sister.
Oh, yeah.
And so she gets all pissed off and she calls the mother-in-law. So the sister-in-law calls her mom, complains about my client, and then the mother-in-law then calls my client and she like goes off on my client like, how dare you say that to her?
Hold on. What did she say? Did she say?
How dare you?
That's what she said. She said, how dare you? So I asked
How
my
dare
client,
you?
I said, why is she in Ireland? What is she doing over there? And she said, ugh, well, that's a whole nother story. And I said, what's going on with that? She said, well, she went to Ireland one time on a vacation and loved it so much there that when she came back to the States, she joined a Catholic dating site and set her parameters only for Ireland. And so she met some guy that was like trying to be a priest and then decided he wanted to get married and have a family. So he had to not be a priest anymore. And so he went on this dating site and she met him and they like met twice and then she moved there and married him and now they have 4 kids.
Jesus.
I know.
This bitch sounds awful.
I know.
I don't know.
So anyway, that's my salon story.
Well, that leads back to wedding. Will both your brothers come to our wedding?
Nick for sure would come. My youngest brother for sure would come. And Shane would only come if my parents paid for him to come. But we might have to pay for my parents to come. So
And my parents.
and your parents to come. So that's where we're at.
Yeah. So those of you that keep asking, why aren't you guys married? Rings are expensive. Weddings. Families are, I don't know.
Well, the funny
Maybe
thing
we
is,
should just elope and
I've
then have
been
a
telling
party.
you this. The party's the expensive part anyway. That's what everybody says. They're like, why don't you just elope and have a party? I'm like, because the party's the expensive part. But people come out 2 times in your life.
Wedding and funeral?
Yeah.
Well, you don't need to come to the funeral because we're dead.
Well,
Right? I wouldn't. First of all, no one knows if... I guess that's like a judgmental thing. Be like, oh, I can't believe so-and-so didn't come to a funeral.
well,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. Let's hope we don't have to worry about it. Knock on funeral.
Oh my
wood.
God. I was like, what is that? We're getting broken into as we speak.
It's your stalker trying to get those boudoir pictures of your titties. I wonder what he would have paid for them.
I don't know.
What would you sell your pictures of nude for?
I guess I'd have to see what the going rate is.
You decide.
Well, no, but like, what's the going rate for like a tit pic?
I don't think there is a going rate.
There's gotta be.
First of all, there's not anymore because there's... Why would you even buy tit pics when you can just get on the internet and they're all there?
Well, because you can't get on the internet and see mine.
Well, if someone logs into my iCloud, they can't. It wouldn't be that hard. What are you Googling? How much are tit pics?
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to be different for like Kate Upton to like, you know, our neighbor. Well, that's the thing. What's your price?
I don't know.
10,000?
No.
20?
How much should I sell my sexy or nude pictures for?
What's the answer?
Someone said, I charge $1 for my pictures. I charge
What?
I charge $1 for my pictures, boobs, butt, or body. $3 for pics including pussy. $3 for videos playing with my boobs and twerking. $4 for videos of my pussy under 30 seconds.
Oh,
$7 for a video over 1 minute.
don't be telling these people they could spend their $7 better than on her. And we just lost 7 Patreons because they're...
Here we go on Reddit. Pricing my nudes. 15 for breasts. 5 for booty. Is this reasonable?
No face. I see people on Facebook garage sale trying to sell videos and nudes sometimes.
How to sell nudes online for money. Make $100 a day. 2020, get that money.
Is that what you said or that's what it says?
That's what I'm saying. Well, it says 2020. Yeah.
So your price is what?
Oh, and they give you a little example.
Oh, shit. That's worth...
Oh, wow. They really give you an
Jesus.
example.
How much is that right there?
Oh, well, that one's free when you just go on makemoneyadultcontent.com.
That was a pretty good one, I got to be honest.
Well, yeah.
You can... I don't know why anyone pays for that shit anymore. You can find anything for free. What is this idiot doing?
He's making a bed for himself.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, anywhere from looks like $5 to $20 is the going rate.
Well, all right. Our dog is... Where'd the spider go? Would Teddy attack a spider or no?
No. He probably tried to eat it, maybe.
Yeah, he tries to eat everything. Well, all right. Is that it? Did we get through everything?
That's it.
That is Salon Stories. That is Chancer's Quote of the Week.
It's life. It's...
All right. We got through all of it. What we're watching. Well, okay. Hope you guys had fun. Anything else you want to wrap up with? No?
No.
You're still Googling nudies?
No.
What were you Googling right there?
Are you blushing?
No. Why would I be blushing?
I don't know. You look like you're blushing right now. Maybe
No.
it's that tan from Hawaii.
Still tan from Hawaii. Sorry about it.
Sorry about it.
Well, okay. It's been another good episode. Let's go watch our show.
Let's go.
Do we have any dessert?
Yes.
Do you think everyone likes dessert like we do?
Hey, babe, can we talk about something?
Oh, yeah. We didn't even hit a hey, babe. Go ahead. Hey, babe, can we talk about something? Go ahead.
Do you think everyone likes dessert like we do?
Probably. My grandparents used to, every night, they'd make, so at like 8 o'clock, my grandma would make popcorn, and then you'd eat some popcorn while you watch TV, and then at 9, about 9:15, 9:30, you get a cup of ice cream.
Oh.
I think she made that for my grandpa like every night. I think that's what they had.
Oh, that's cute.
It's pretty cool.
Mackie used to have one Sam Adams. He probably still does. He has one Sam Adams and a little bowl of pretzels every single day at like maybe like 3-ish.
Really?
Mm-hmm. And he's going to be 98 this year.
Which is awesome.
I know.
So beer helps you stay healthy.
I think so. I think it's good for your heart.
And White Claw.
That's right.
This dude was telling me yesterday there's like a new Key Light favorite. You know how Keystone Light's my favorite beer? There's some new like Keystone Light lime strawberry or something.
Keystone Light is your favorite beer? I thought Coors Light was your favorite beer.
Well, no, Coors Light is my favorite beer because you can get it everywhere. But there's one place in Cheyenne where you can get Keystone Light on draft.
That is the worst
good.
beer.
It is not the worst beer. It's the best beer.
Do you remember at Frontier Days when I was like drunk and feeling just like I needed to rehydrate? And the only thing that was around was Coors Light, and I drank one and I actually felt rehydrated.
Because it's like water.
Yeah.
Well, you did good. You did better with Coors Light than Champagne. Shout out to Pet again. Pet I told Pet the stories. We got to get video next time of you puking through DIA.
We're not doing it. No, it was full coronavirus.
Oh, shit. I forgot about that. Holy shit. People are probably freaking out a little bit. I have to go to Lincoln, Nebraska on Sunday to do a show. And my boy Durrani, he texts me. Hold on. He texts me. I was a little scared, actually. He texts me that there's like the coronavirus is in Nebraska. Is that real?
Our Uber driver said that there was coronavirus in Hawaii when we were there. Here's the thing. More people have died from the flu than coronavirus. I'm not that scared.
All right.
And the people who are dying from coronavirus are the same people who die from the flu. Really old people and really young people.
Oh, so we're good.
Yeah.
I'm just kind of old. Well, he just texted, before you're heading to Nebraska, they have 8 people from that cruise ship quarantine there who are positive with coronavirus.
Yeah, it's fine.
So there's 8 people. I'm just trying to get 8 people to my show. If you know anybody in Lincoln, Nebraska, tell them to come to the legendary Zoo Bar Sunday night. I'll be telling jokes with my boy Brad Stewart and making fun of the Nebraska football team. You got it. Today is a sad day, the 1-year anniversary of the passing of our good friend Brody Stevens.
Oh, today is?
Yes, there was a lot of stuff on there. As I look right over your left shoulder is a picture of Brody from my backyard show. And over your right shoulder is the Brody Stevens card that was given to us by Matt Markman.
Yeah.
But Brody, rest in peace. He was a legend. If you don't know who Brody Stevens is, look him up. And we'll end our episode with that. Shout out to Brody Stevens. He would like this. He'd say, Brandt, you got it. Shire's beautiful. Push and believe. That is another episode of Dead to Us. We love you guys, and we will see you next week.
When you